everybody and welcome to another Papercraft Society box reveal. Now this next box you are able to subscribe to if you sign up from the 21st of February to the 20th of March. This will be the first one you receive. It's designed by Sam Calcott and it's got a beautiful underwater theme. Very different, very unique to anything we've seen before. Now I'm going to take a little look at some of the projects that you will get within the project booklet in the box. Now if you don't like to see these and you like it to be a surprise, I suggest you just fast forward a minute or so while we take a look. Now there are lots of fun elements within this box, including of course underwater themes such as fish. You've got the corals, you've got crabs in there, you've got the water and the beach and the stones and everything. Really fun sentiments too. But look at the sort of cards that you can be making. This is a penny slider card. Now how different is that? We haven't seen penny sliders for quite a while and they're really good fun to give to people, especially children. They love it. Now we're also talking about building up scenes here with this. Look at this fantastic dimensional underwater scene. Now when I hold this up, the stingray there actually jiggles about a little bit. So, I mean, that's just another great fun effect. And you're going to be able to learn how to do all of these within that project. We've got this effect as well. So there's an element in here that actually looks like real water underneath this acetate here. So rather than a shaker card, it's a water effect. I cannot wait to find out how that's being created inside the project booklet. And of course all the embellishments around the edge really set that off. There's more simple cards as well with some masking done there with some stamping. So if you love stamping, this is definitely a box for you. And of course we're looking at very much blue themes, but you can also of course bring in other colours. We've got beautiful pinks and greens incorporated in the papers in the box, so you can be making a card like this also. Now let's get into that box and see what we're getting. As always, of course, you have the really good quality sturdy box. Now I know so many people actually upcycle these and use them for other things if they don't use them just for storing their Papercraft Society pieces. Now we've got a little quote from Sam, of course. Underwater theme cards have always been a favourite of mine. I hope you have as much fun making them as I do. From Sam there. So we've got a beautiful picture of Sam, of course, on the front of the project booklet. Now we've already had a little overview at some of the projects that you're going to get. You've seen how much fun we can have. So I'm not going to take you through this booklet. I'll leave that as a surprise for you. That is a full booklet, usually with around 15 or 16 projects in there, all step by step, and not just cards either. There's usually home decor pieces and the like that you can make too. Now this is often everyone's favourite part of the box, and that's the wallet. Now the wallet is made perfectly for storing your items. On the side we have the name there of the box. So this is the 19th Papercraft Society box already. And of course Made to Surprise is the brand. And then inside we've got the wallet that holds 3 different compartments jam-packed full of elements for your paper crafting. Now we have got stamps and dies, we've got papers, we've got a stencil, but we've also got, I can just peek there, vellum as well. So that's going to be so much fun to work with. So let's have a look first of all at these dies. So we've got here our penny slider elements that you saw on the first card I showed you. So we've got the little gap that you can create with your penny slider. You've got the other elements to build the mechanism, and then all of these embellishments here. We've got a beautiful sort of wave water effect. We've got the shell or the oyster with the pearl in. We've got the treasure chest there. That looks like the outline of that stingray, and that may be a crab there. We've got some seaweed and such. There's an anchor. I love that. Jewels as well. I love these. These are so different. I really, honestly, haven't seen anything like this within paper crafting. I don't think ever. It's very rare I say that. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that. Let's jump straight to the stamps, because I've got a feeling a lot of these dies coordinate with these stamps. If I just pop a piece of this paper as it's one-sided underneath these stamps, we can see what we're getting. So there is that lovely stingray, and that die definitely does outline that. It's the same size. We've got a submarine. We've got lots of different styles of fish in there. I love the puffer fish. He's fun. He was the one used on that penny slider. Some of these sentiments are really good fun as well. So long time no see, of course, SEA. It's officially officially your birthday. Let's celebrate good times. Sophisticated. I think I say that sometimes without realising. Sending you birthday fishes, and have a fantastic day. I think they are so much fun. We've got the schools of fish as a silhouette there as well. These are beautiful, and of course, like I say, they're going to work really well with your dies. Now, everyone likes to seems to like to store all of your elements in the wallet, so this remains on bookshelves and things, which is really handy. So I love that everything slots in there. Now, we've got a stencil here. This is really good fun for building up your backgrounds elements. Now, we've got bubbles in there, we've got some seaweed, and we've also got the wave or the ripple effect that you can apply to some water. And not only that, you have a shaped edge, so it's not the straight edge that you'd usually see. So I'm guessing with that, there may be projects in the magazine that will help you build up wave effect backgrounds by layering the different edges, because they are all unique there. So it'd be fun to look out for that. Now, the papers are beautiful. Look at that effect. This looks like a sea that I want to be looking out to, laying somewhere with a drink in my hand on a white sandy beach and looking out at this. How amazing would that be? You're getting 2 of each backing paper as well. Really good quality. It's smooth, it's white coarse, so you can sand it back and distress it and tear it and roll it and do all of those techniques. We've got more of a fun, almost a cartoon effect scene here, underwater scene. I love that. And placing some of those stamped images in are going to be fantastic. We've got another one here. This is a little bit darker, isn't it? This would be great if you're building up a dimensional scene with lots of layers. This could go in the background and then your brighter one in the foreground maybe. Maybe something like a diorama card. That would be fantastic. And then we've got that beautiful backing paper that's got all the patterns on, all the seashells on, and that's bringing in that pink and those greens that I was talking about earlier. You don't have to go all blues with this, of course. And lastly, we have got a beautiful vellum here. I don't need to put anything behind that. You can see the print on there, like the water ripple effect, and there's bubbles in there too. 2 sheets of that, so you can be using that in your paper crafting projects. Now, of course, also in the box, we always get additional extras, and they're always wrapped up beautifully for us. This is such a treat opening these every time. So I'm just going to gently tear off my sticker, because I can use my tissue paper again afterwards. Now, let's see. These are so much fun. I adore these. Whenever I see them on a card, I always think I must get some, and I never get round to it. So this is really helpful. Water drop beads. They are going to look amazing in your underwater scenes. There's loads in there. There must be hundreds in there. And of course, they're clear, they're domed, they're a hard plastic. They're going to be brilliant on your projects. We have ink pads as well. We have the dark blue ink, and we have a tan colour. Now, we always have an information card inside the Papercraft Society boxes. This one says on the front, don't rush it, create little masterpieces. And that's a note from Sam. But Sam has also given us lots of top tips on the reverse for fussy cutting. Of course, when you're doing stamping, you may like to cut out your images. And I know Sam does a lot of this. So there's 7 top tips there for you. So make sure you keep your postcards with all that information on to refer back to another time. Now, we've also got some cardstock here, coordinating cardstock to go with other elements that are in the box. So we have the sand colour. That is beautiful. So this is double-sided. It's a white core, really good quality. Again, it's smooth, so you can do your stamping on it. You can do your die cutting and such from it. It feels like it's around about 200 GSM, something like that. So a nice heavyweight cardstock. We have 3 shades of blue as well, 2 sheets of each. There's 8 sheets of the cardstock in total. We've got the very pale, the mid blue, and the darker blue. And these work really well with that stamp that I was just looking at. Now, in the bottom here, we also have some glitter paper. I mean, water effects wouldn't be right without a bit of glitter, would they? These are beautiful colours, dual tones. We've got almost the aqua colour and then the royal blue. Now, also, these are really good quality because they're a no shed, so I've not got glitter coming off anywhere at all. Now, one last item I can spy in the bottom of the box there, and it's like a pearlescent mirror card. This is just beautiful. There's pinks and blues, there's rainbow colours coming through on there depending on which way you look at it. That is a beautiful cardstock. I'd only be using tiny amounts of this on my projects and make it last as long as possible. I love that. I've never seen anything like that to buy anywhere either. Now lastly, of course, if you do have the box, you do have your discount code in the bottom, and make sure you use that by the expiry date. So there's everything inside of box 19 of Papercraft Society, designed by Sam Calcott with Made to Surprise, a fantastic underwater theme. If you want to get your hands on this, make sure you check out craftstash.co.uk, where you'll find all the information on subscribing to Papercraft Society and making sure that you receive these boxes, usually filled with over £60 worth of crafting products and delivered free in the UK every single month. You're going to absolutely love this month, and make sure you keep an eye on this channel for further videos for the following month's boxes.